I don't know how these girls do like a get ready with me and they're talking about their whole life story. I can't do both. Maybe I just need more practice. I'm just gonna start the video like this. I hope the lighting's good. You guys, once I become a full-time YouTuber and I actually have money to spend on content creating, I will get the best light. So for now, just support me with my horrible yellow lighting from the sun. We're just going to do a quick get ready with me, and I'm going to talk about the problem with trying. You're not trying because you're afraid of the outcomes. The problem with trying, so everyone tells you it doesn't hurt to try. Yes, it doesn't hurt to try. But why are people not trying to do anything with their life? They're not trying to change. They're not trying to get better. They're not trying to get out of a bad relationship. They're not trying. And this is because they are too attached to the outcome. And what this means is you're too attached with what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, how it's going to end, when you're going to see results. And this is why you're failing, and this is why you're not trying. The purpose of trying is to see if something will work or not. But if you are too attached to the outcome of it having to work, then you're not going to try. So you're trying to do something, but you're too afraid if it's going to work or not. All you keep thinking about is that it has to work. But the problem is, what if this thing that you want to work isn't the best outcome for you? So if it fails, instead of learning from what made it fail and how to make it better and then succeed the second time, you're just like, well, I'm going to give up. It didn't work, so whatever. Look at why it failed. Don't be too attached to the outcome of it has to work, because if it doesn't work, you're just going to find a better way to do it. At the end of the day, whatever you are trying to do with your life is going to have amazing results. But not the first time around. You're going to fail, and that's okay. Failing means this didn't work, so I'm going to try again. Failing means I found this solution doesn't give the best outcome, so I'm going to try a different solution. Failing doesn't mean that's it, game over, nothing's going to happen, you're never going to be successful. That's not what it means to fail. It just means you found a small part of the equation that doesn't add up. So you keep trying to put the numbers together. People make such a big deal out of failing. They make you think that it's the worst thing that can happen to you, but it's not. It's actually the best thing that can happen to you. How are you supposed to have a successful company if you don't know all the things that you can do that will make the company go bad, that will prevent you from getting sales? How do you expect to have a successful company if you know nothing about how to keep the company running? If you know nothing about all the things that you shouldn't do in order for your business to succeed. Making mistakes is part of a successful outcome. If you are, for example, trying to start a small business, no matter how much research you do, how much YouTube videos you watch, how many books you read, when you actually start the business, you're going to hit so many bumps. And that does not mean you should give up. That means you are learning everything, real life scenarios that will make a business go south. And you are learning everything in a business that will make it succeed. So you're not failing. But the problem is people think, oh, if I don't get results in an XYZ amount of time, if I don't make this amount of money, if I don't reach this level of success, I'm just going to give up. And this is why we stop trying, because we're too attached to positive outcomes. And you need to also detach yourself from thinking these are positive outcomes. You never know the thing you want can actually be the worst thing for you. So that is why when you try to do something, really reel yourself back and tell yourself, I'm not going to be attached to the outcome. The purpose of trying is to see what happens. But if you are trying for a certain thing to happen, it's just going to make you less motivated to try other things. And you're also increasing the chance for you to feel more disappointment, to feel more upset about the thing if it didn't go as planned. And you're really just setting yourself up for failure, to feel bad about it. And that's really not the purpose of trying. Every day you need to wake up, whatever it is you want to do, just tell yourself, I will try and I will see what happens. When the certain outcome happens, evaluate it. See what went right and see what went wrong. For example, if you go a whole week deciding, okay, I'm going to try to go, not on a diet, I'm going to try to change my lifestyle and eat healthy and lose some weight. Before you start telling yourself, okay, I'm going to try to lose 2 pounds by the end of the week comes, you didn't lose 2 pounds, you're like, I'm not doing this anymore. This is why you're failing. And it makes it more stressful, and it makes you less motivated and unwilling to even try the week after, to even exercise or do anything. Your goal should be, I'm going to try to change my eating habits. I'm going to try to lose some pounds. So by the end of the week, if you even lost 1.1 pound, that's amazing. Now you take that 0.1 pounds and you decide, okay, how am I going to increase this outcome for the next week? What more can I do for the next week to lose a bit more weight? And that's really what your outcome should be. It shouldn't be a certain number, a certain goal, a certain amount of followers. You can't control these things. There's things that you really cannot control. You cannot control how much you are going to weigh an exact certain number by the end of the week. You can say, I would like to lose some pounds, I would like to lose a few pounds, but if you say, I'm going to lose 2.2 pounds by the end of the week, it's kind of unrealistic to have that exact certain number. You might lose 2 pounds, you might lose 2.5 pounds or 3 pounds, and that's all great. But if for some reason you don't get that exact number, remind yourself that you shouldn't be putting that kind of expectation when you try. So what happens when you try and you just realize that you have the most amazing results? But then the next time you try and you get the worst results ever. Okay, I think I put too much blush. That's okay, we'll work it. I think I'm one of those people that can't talk and do my makeup at the same time. I think I'm one of those people that can't talk about serious topics and blush at the same time. I've just been sitting talking and I completely forgot that I'm supposed to be getting ready. So sorry about that, but I'm not much of a makeup girl anyways. I'm just a blush, lip gloss. I live in the desert, so maybe when I move to, maybe when I start living like Dubai bling, we'll add more makeup. But I'm happy with this now. Just a little bit of a sun-kissed to my cheeks, but there we go. I might have to take some of it down. I feel like I did too much. Yeah. Anyways. Anywho's. Oof. 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 Alright. Anywho's. Trying. So if you want to try something, again, you have to detach yourself from the outcome. Just do it and see what happens. And then evaluate. See, now I'm serious again. But just evaluate again what it is you tried. It could be anything. I want to try to learn how to drive. I want to try to write a book. I want to try to lose weight. I want to try to start a social media account. And detach yourself from the outcome. But if you keep putting in your mind, I'm going to try and this is what needs to happen. You're basically telling your mind, if this doesn't happen, I'm not going to try again. And you're setting yourself not only up for failure, you are going to reach depression like to the maximum, because you're going to feel like your life isn't going as planned, nothing's happening, nothing's working, and it really is your fault because you're training your mind to think negatively of yourself, that if this certain outcome doesn't go as planned, that you're a failure, and that's not true. You have the capability to train your mind. You really do have the power to train your mind and take control of everything it is you want to do. You need to stop telling yourself, I'm going to try and this is what has to happen, because it will most likely not happen, especially if you are just starting to change your life little by little. It's not going to happen the way it's planned. This is life. Life is so unexpectedly crazy. Things pop out of nowhere. You might have the best day of your life, and the next day it might be the worst day ever, but you have to keep trying. I don't know how these girls do like a get ready with me, and they're talking about their whole life story. I can't do both. Maybe I just need more practice. But basically what I'm trying to apply is that when you decide every day to wake up and try to do something to better your life and improve your life, remove the outcome. Just try and see what happens. If the outcome didn't go as what you hoped, it's okay, try again. But keep telling yourself, I'm just gonna try and see what happens. It's okay to be upset if the outcome wasn't as amazing as you thought it would be. And it's okay, but don't put all of your focus and energy and all of your center on what the outcome is going to look like, because basically it defeats the whole purpose of trying. So anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this video and you found it motivational, inspirational, and a little bit meaningful, and hopefully actually a lot meaningful. And I apologize, my get ready with me didn't turn out as planned. I think I need more practice to actually sit in front of a camera and do things and talk at the same time. But really, I am your virtual BFF, and I really am striving to do everything in my power to make sure you are thriving and living your best life. just keep trying. No matter what the outcome is, keep trying. Don't give up. You really can do it. And I hope one day we can really build this small YouTube channel and have just a really big community of girls that are getting to know each other in the comments and becoming their virtual BFFs with everyone. And that's really what I want, is just us girls to connect and talk about our feelings and things that, you know, life doesn't go as planned and we always need someone to rely on. And sometimes, unfortunately, we don't have those people physically present. And I just want to be that for someone. I really want to be the friend that you desperately need in a time when you're just having a hard time finding someone or connecting or reaching out. So I really hope that you do your part and help this channel grow, share with your friends and family, and any girl that just needs a little bit of motivation and inspiration. And again, I really hope that this becomes something big. You know, you never know. I have 11 views on my last video, and maybe I'll get a little bit more in this one. So again, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit a like and leave a positive comment down below. XOXO, your virtual BFF.